Today I have a Christmas gift for science. It's the gift of truth and reality. Well, I guess they're in the same box, truth and reality. So the word tree occurred after the awareness of the physical object. So there's a physical object, a, a specific combination of senses that we all agree we call a tree. So the point of this is that the object existed prior to the thought of it, at least within human consciousness. So what if, so with the word atom, the thought of atom, not Adam of the Bible, but Atom, A-T-O-M, of science, that thought, that concept existed prior to the awareness of the physical object. So what if the thought atom and the process through which humanity has gone through to test for it, to search for it, has actually created it rather than revealed atom? Now, let's think this through. The thought atom comes into consciousness, and then a bunch of more thoughts, right? These are all thoughts. Mathematical equations are 100% thought. And then these mathematical equations are then applied to the physical world in building technology to test for atom. So this is how it goes. The thought comes in that there's a thing called an atom, and then the thoughts that came up with that keep going on and produce equations, and then those equations motivate or tell humans how to construct technology in order to search for atom. But what's happening is that consciousness is just asking for more narrative. So let's think about the days of Newton. What if the universe at Newton's time, okay, during Newton's time, the universe operated on the classical laws of physics? Could it not? Could Newton's time be completely ruled or governed or whatever by his classical laws of physics that he came up with? Well, if there's no technology like cell phones that require quantum understanding and these more advanced theories, then why couldn't it? So the Large Hadron Collider is one of the most complex tools ever created. A lot of mind power behind this, right? A lot of thinking and a lot of going back and forth between thought and tweaking this machine. But the heart of all of this is that the LHC is creating these particles. They're not revealing them. So the process is that thought comes up with the idea of a concept of a new particle, and then thought in the theories that are developed instructs humans how to build technology in order to create the appearance of the newly thought of particle. And then when the narrative is close enough to fulfill that equation, it appears, but it's created. So then they go, yay, we found the Higgs boson, when they actually created it. And then they say that this proves, right, this gives validity to thought because it appears as though thought has made a prediction about the physical world. And then it appears as though that prediction was correct. But it's just creating new narrative and validating its own story via the cooperation or the programming of humans to create the technology required to create these particles. A dog chasing its tail. And this is why it hasn't ended and will never end, because the scientific process is exactly what is creating the new reality. The new, it just appears as we keep asking for more narrative. All of science is duped. They believe that they're revealing something fundamental about the physical realm, but they're just creating new narrative. And as long as the scientific method of observing and then asking a question means, please give me more narrative, then the cycle will continue. And when you get down, let's say that it comes up with E8 and it comes up with all of the particles. Finally, it all gets completed. It's finally provided all the narrative for, let's say, E8. And if consciousness still asks for more narrative, well, what's that made of? And then it goes to string theory and it tries to test string theory at these higher and higher energies, because it requires these higher energies to create the strings. Then I believe this is finally going to reach the breaking point and something's going to flip, and the new narrative will require a completely new realm. It won't even, the new narrative of what the world is made of, if you will, will require a reset. It will require a new realm. So, and then once they're in the new realm, they'll be asking questions, asking for narrative about where that realm, what the fundamental constituent of that realm is. And it will just keep providing more narrative as long as it's asked for, because that is the creative process. The creative process doesn't know anything other than just creating. So if you ask the universe to create more shit for you, it will. Along with your cooperation. And of course, will one single scientist take me seriously? No, because he's got all of the other scientists believing that they're actually revealing stuff about physical reality, when they're actually, there isn't anything there, right? They've already proven that there's nothing there. There's nothing there. You look at all of the things, you try to find the fundamental thing, and it's not a thing. It's already been revealed, but if you keep asking for more narrative, it just goes on forever. You're in a state of delusion and you're trapped. And there will be no conclusion. There is no theory of everything, because this is what's happening. Merry Christmas. I hope you like your present. They'll probably return it.